M-E. If I could give you the best gift today, it would be to have some more time. Time for yourself and time for all those people that you interact with every day. Time is such a part of our lives. We're 2007. We're hectic. I mean, you bump into people and you say, how are you doing? I'm over the wall. I'm stressed out. It just seems to be happening all over. We seem to be grabbing on more and more because that's how society is making us move up and up. If we compare it to our grandparents, parents, their lifestyle was so different in that era. Today, we fight for survival. We've got standards that we want to live up to. And sometimes we want to live up to the Joneses standards. But now what happens when you're living in this hectic lifestyle and things become a little bit wobbly? That wall around you starts to creak. Eventually, you get so exhausted that that wall around you actually crumbles. I'd like to share with you my experience. I was racing along in the fast lane, probably about 160 kilometers per hour, grabbing at everything. More in the work zone, more in the society zone, everywhere. Because I love being busy. I love using up all my energy. All of a sudden, one day, boom, I landed in this hole. I didn't hit the bottom, but I hung on. I was clinging from my fingertips. Now in life, I like to say to people, gee, my best skill is my organizational skill. I kind of start my day in neutral, a little bit like my motor car. So there I am, first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. I'm in for that fifth gear and I go vrooming ahead. That's great. I've got everything tucked in. We're moving along. But when I trip and fall, I'm actually hanging onto the edge of this hole. I'm not feeling great. I'm actually dangling and I don't want to fall. I'm hanging on. So what I do is I grip very tightly and I pull myself up. So you can actually just see my waist sticking out of the hole from where you're sitting. I'm fighting to survive. I do not want to fail. I do not want to fall. Unfortunately, in a time like this, my motor vehicle starts in neutral. I can't get to first gear. So I fall into second gear. I'd like to get back to first gear, but I can't. I jerk into fourth gear. Now you know what a motor vehicle's like when it's jerky? It's not fun. My day is jerky. I cannot plan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like I would normally do. So even though I'm hanging on and you can see my waist, I'm still battling. And I slip down. And I'm dangling. From where you're sitting, my fingertips don't even look flesh anymore. They've gone white. I'm clinging on so tight because I'm determined. I do not want to fall. I'm a fighter. I can do it. I pull myself up again. Now you can just sort of see my neck sticking out. I'm hanging in there. Listen guys, I'm not going to crack. I'm hanging in there. It probably happens about 5, 6 times. Up, down, up, down. I really, really tried. Really, really hard. The hole is very deep. Boom. I hit the bottom. It's a far way down. It's cold. It's empty. And I'm very, very lonely. Now, some of you might call this a breakdown. Some of you might call it anxiety, stressed out, depression. But in today's society, there are loads of things that can fix this. Medication, therapy, but for me, the answer was time. How to manage my time so that I didn't lose all my energy in the fast lane. I had to learn how to make my energy work for me. The same as when I'm hanging on here and my fingers are clinging tight, you sitting over there, What about you giving me a little bit of my time, of your time? Because I'm hanging on. How often do we all sit in our own little box, in your own life? Do you ever spare a little thought for somebody else? Sometimes we do, but we get so wrapped up. This is my life and I'm doing this and that. Why don't you stretch out a hand? It could take 5 minutes. A cup of coffee for your friend. It's not going to take a lot of your day. Do we do it? Not always. So the letter T for me stands for tomorrow. Normally you say, the famous saying goes, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Now I'm going to say to you, in my sort of lifestyle, keep some energy for tomorrow and leave some things for tomorrow. Because if I do it all today, next day it's not going to work, the next day or the following week. Because I've got to learn how to manage my time. It's essential for my health, for everything. The letter I is for my eyes and your eyes. Watch out, whether it's in the workplace or your family. If that person has hit the bottom, stretch out your hand. 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your time is not going to kill your schedule. The letter M is for managing. Manage your time, manage your life, manage your social life, work. You'll have all the energy in the world. The letter E is for everything. Keep it together. You can. We all hit rock bottom. I'm sure one or two of you have had a very similar experience, especially in our society today. A friend of mine the other day was saying to me, gee, you know, things are hectic at the moment. And she said to me, why don't you just sometimes stop, you and other people, and smell the roses? I walked away, and I gave it quite a lot of thought. But you know what? At the end of the day, you've got to manage your time. Because if you do, you're going to make the time. And then you can stop. And you will smell the roses.